Okay, so I was watching some of Jenna and Julian's old vlogs. I was watching the one where they got Peach, and it was so cute. They like started crying and everything. It was adorable. I forgot how like emotional they got. But it got me to thinking about the pets that I want. And obviously I already have a turtle, so that was accomplished, which I'm really happy about. I also want, like, when I can afford it, like 2 dogs. And I know exactly which 2 dogs I want. I want a Schnauzer and I want a Greyhound. And I also want cats, but I don't know which cats I want. I just know that I want a cat that will like me, you know? Like, I don't want to like, I think I might just like go to a shelter and like find any cat that like I actually like connect with and is actually really nice to me. Because like I could care less about what the fucking cat looks like. I just want to like know that it's gonna love me. So like, you know what? Yeah, fuck you. Like stupid ass like, what are they called? Like breeder cats? Like the ones that are like specially made for people that are like super expensive, like rag dolls and like all those other cats. I mean, they're cute, but like they're not like, they're just like not, I think they like put too much like hype and like cost over them when you can literally just get like an adorable, loving, sweet cat at the fucking shelter. Like, plus with cats at shelters, they have kittens, so many kittens all the time because like cats have kittens a lot. And so yeah, but I know for sure if I got I would get 2 dogs, and it would be a Schnauzer and an Italian Greyhound. Which, if you don't know what a Schnauzer or an Italian Greyhound is, you should look those up because they're amazing animals and they're like so cute and like, oh my god. And I think they would be compatible enough because like they're about the same size. Like, yeah. The only problem is like Greyhounds are a little bit more upkeep because they have lots of energy and they get like hurt and sick easily. So that might be an issue. And then Schnauzers are like a shit ton of expense to like groom because they have like little mustaches and adorable hairs everywhere, and just like, oh my god. And a lot of times Schnauzers have like dental problems because of the hair that like gets in their teeth and stuff. And like, yeah, but they're so cute. Oh my god. I love both those dogs. Like, I really want both those dogs. And then I have my turtle. And then I also want like fish too, because like fish are really fun to look at. They're kind of like a little like living decoration. And they're also like, if I got fish, like I would probably get feeder fish, just so that like they're always like changing, because like they're either breeding, because I might breed them, or I might like buy new ones every month or so. But like that's probably a lot of work. I'll probably like buy a couple new ones like occasionally, but usually we'll just be breeding them. And then I'll feed some of them to my turtle, and then leave the rest of them to just keep breeding and like stay as decoration and just like be adorable, you know? Fish! And yeah. My house is gonna be filled with animals and like adorableness. Oh my god, yes. Yeah, I can like picture myself in the future like living with like my best friend, and I were like always talking about being roommates, which I can see myself being alone, but I can also see myself living with them. But then if I lived with them, like we would have like 10 times more pets because all of us love pets. So like, I don't know. Like, I know for sure I would non-negotiably be those 2 dogs. Like, I would not budge at all for those 2 dogs. But then they could get like whatever other pets they wanted, because I wouldn't care what kind of cat they got or anything else. As long as at least one of the cats loved me, you know? But yeah, like, they're so cute. And then I could also see myself being an editor, which, being an editor, I mean, you don't get as much adventure in life, but it's still really fulfilling, and I could totally see myself doing it. And like, plus if I had so many pets, like I wouldn't be able to like be a journalist and like travel a lot and like do that kind of adventurous job. So maybe I'll just stick with being an editor and like have like a stay at home or like stay at the publishing office job, and then travel when I can like afford it and like have time to. Because being an editor, even though it's like slightly more boring than being a journalist or anything else that I've been thinking about that's like more travel and like adventurous, which I still really want to do those things, but I think they're more like hobbies than actual job careers that I actually want to do. And I think my main attraction to being a journalist was helping others and sharing their stories, which you can do as an editor, and then also like the traveling, which I can do in my free time, like as an editor. So yeah, I think I just want to be an editor. So that's nice. I finally discovered like fully what I fucking want to do. Yeah, I'm excited. Cause I'm like finally figuring out like what I really want to do and stuff, and like have this dream set up. Finally. Because, like, figuring yourself out and figuring, like, your future out is fucking stressful and, like, nerve-wracking and, like, a fucking long-ass time to do it. And I'm lucky that I figured it out so early. Because a lot of people, like, don't even figure it out, like, until they're, like, halfway through college. Or they're finished with college and they're not happy with the degree that they have, so they have to retake college. And I'm just happy that I figured out, like, what I want to do, like, so young. And like, yeah, and maybe in the future when I go to college I'll like change. I highly doubt it, because I'm just so like, this is one of the few things that I'm like so confident and like stable about, is being an editor. But like, yeah, then also like the pets too. I'm just so excited. Like, I want to be there. Can I be 22 already? Yeah. The bell is ringing. Yeah, and then I also really need to take a fucking shower. It's been a, like, week. Like, a full week now. Not just a business week. And my hair is heavier and, like, weighted and greasy and, like, gross. Oh, it's the food people. Sorry. I can hear my grandma. When she's on the phone, she always shouts. Like, she shouts literally into the phone. She's like, hello! And then, like, ugh. Yeah. That's really annoying. Yeah, I need to take a shower, brush my teeth, eat breakfast, you know, the dealio. It's still 10:12, but I still haven't got out of bed yet. I don't even have pants on. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I figured out my friend has, like, a crush, and that's, like, really adorable, and, like, we even came up with, like, ship names for them, and, like, they're so cute. Oh my god. Like, I'm so excited, like, no. And then we're gonna, like, meet up this Wednesday to, like, go bike riding, and, like, my friend and I, like, equally agreed to, like, push them together and, like, ship them and, like, force them together, you know. Yeah. Which I'm really excited about. My hair just loves to get in my fucking face. I was like, okay. Yeah. Just happy lately. Well, not lately, like just today. I woke up happy. Actually, no, I woke up terrified because of that fucking dream. But now I'm happy because I watched that adorable video, and like I'm just thinking about like my future and like how I like figured it out finally. And I don't fucking care about like Well, I mean, I do care about, but I'm trying not to care much about how I, like, am and, like, my inner self or whatever. Because, like, honestly, like, she doesn't need to be there. Like, I don't really need her. I mean, she is kind of important, and it's kind of, like, I'm kind of regretful sometimes that I don't have her in my life. But, like, Miss Creative can, like, take a back seat like she has done for, like, the past 10 years of my life. Like, auntie, like, I'm okay. Also, I'm turning 17 soon. That's so fucking insane to me. Like, 17. That's, like, 1 year from 18. Like, I'm about to be a fucking adult. Yeah?
This chicken party is the hot.
This is so fucking weird to think about. Because I still look like I'm 12. And I still act like I'm 5. So this is gonna be terrifying. But at the same time, I'm like really excited because like that's one more step towards graduating, which means college, which means I'm one more step to achieving my goals. And dreams. And la 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 la. Sounding cheesy as fuck over here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know many people who want to be editors. It's kind of like a weird job or dream to have. I guess, like, in my eyes, because, like, so many people I know, like, dreaming of being, like, doctors or, like, other, like, really big, like, careers, or they have no idea what they want to be, which is totally fine, because, like, that's how it should be, because, like, most people don't know what the fuck they're gonna be. And, I just kind of have, like, I feel like a slightly unusual dream. Also, like, my dad and my grandma, like, whenever I mention I want to be an editor, it's a future dream, like, I swear my hair is, like, a second jaw. It just moves along with it, okay? But, like, whenever I mention I want to be an editor, my dad's kind of just like, yeah, but, like, you want to join the, like, military, too, and, like, you can do this that's similar to being like a journalist or an editor when you're in the military, blah 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 blah. And I was just like, okay, Dad. I still kind of want to join the Air Force because like I've always had like a connection with flying, and it's been such a big part of my life because when I was separated from my dad when I was like really young with my mom, and we went to Virginia, which Virginia was fucking hell, but one of my favorite parts and really one of my favorite memories of living in Virginia was flying back and forth. I just like always loved it, and like that's where I like developed my love for traveling and like love for flying. And like I've always kind of like wanted to learn how to like pilot a plane or like a helicopter or something like that, because I just think it would be so cool. And then what better way to learn how to do that than in the Air Force? So like I don't know, I feel like if I joined the Air Force I could be like an officer, because I would go to college first, and then I would also be able to be a pilot or like train to be a pilot, and then yeah. I wonder if there's some rule though in the military that like when you train to be a pilot in there, like you can only be a pilot for like military vehicles or stuff like that, because like I don't know, there are a lot of like military like vehicles that like once you know how to like fly them, like you can't like fly them anywhere else. So like maybe I wouldn't learn how to like fly like normal planes or like normal like aircrafts that I could actually like do as a hobby. But I don't know. But I do know that if I joined the Air Force, I would definitely want to be a pilot. But I'm like, that's like my only incentive for wanting to go into the Air Force, like for me. But my dad has always like, ever since I like came back from Wisconsin, he's always, I mean, ever since I first visited him from my mom's place, like all he's ever like really talked about for me and like the future has always been the military. And like at first he was like Army, but then he realized how clumsy and like ditzy I am, and he was just like, you know what, let's go to Air Force. And I was just like, okay, But like ever since then, he's always been kind of like Air Force, Air Force, Air Force. And I've just kind of been like, I am the most unathletic, clumsy, like ridiculous, like terrible memory, like most awkward, non-military / athletic, like esque person you'll meet in your fucking life, Dad. Like, I don't understand why you think I'm gonna be a good military person. Like, I think he just like really wants to like continue the whole military thing in the family because like my great-grandpa was in the military, I think. Oh, wait, no. My great-grandpa was a farmer. But then my grandpa was a farmer. I mean, in the Air Force, and then he was also in the Navy, and then my dad ended up being in the Army. And then I think my dad just kind of wants to continue it. Because with these 2 sons that he first had with his, like, first wife, like, they were both half sons. One of them is in fucking jail for raping me, and then the other one is, last I heard, he's, like, a truck driver, I think. So, I mean, which isn't bad. Like, being a truck driver is kind of cool, actually. Because, like, you get to, like, drive for miles, and it's kind of fun. But, like, in his eyes, that's, like, a failure or whatever. And so, he doesn't really, like, talk to my other brother. And clearly he doesn't talk to the one that, like, raped me in jail or whatever. And then, I mean, obviously, like, not. Like, fuck. And then, like, so I think, like, he kind of, like, was disappointed because, like, his only two sons, like, didn't go into the military. And, like, so now he's, like, putting his, like, little military family dream onto me. And I'm just kind of, like, I mean, I love you, Dad, but I don't know if that's for sure what I want to do. And so, like, but then I've, like, realized, like, one of the few incentives that I actually have to actually join the military is becoming a pilot. But, like, I don't know. Plus, there's, like, the so-called, like, well, I mean, there are dangers of being in the military, which I'm not that worried about. Well, I'm mainly worried about, like, not passing the fitness shit, and, like, I don't know. But, yeah, and I'm, like, afraid that, like, because when you join the military, it changes you. Like, you change as a person. And, like, sometimes it can be a good thing, and sometimes it can be a bad thing. Because, you know me, I'm, like, pansexual, and, like, you know, like, what if I fall in love with, like, one of the girls or something, and, like, they're straight, or they're homophobic, or, like, I get kicked out or something because I'm pansexual or something like that. Like, because, like, even though the Army is, like, still, like, way better than it was before, like, it's still, like, a lot of them are homophobic, and a lot of them are, like, pro-Trump, but a lot of them are highly Republican or religious, and I don't, like, know, like, if I can, like, deal with that shit. Like, I don't know. And then, like, I don't know, there's a lot of, like, what ifs that, like, I'm not entirely sure about that I, like, would want to, like, join the military for, and, but then there's a few, like, but I want to's, as in, like, I want to be a pilot. Like, I know that joining the military will make me stronger, and I'll, like, learn how to, like, defend myself and shit, and then, like, plus, like, the whole adventure kind of thing is kind of, like, interesting, too. And then also the fact that my dad just would be, like, super disappointed if I didn't join the military. Which I don't want to disappoint him, but, like, I don't know. Like, one of the few things that they've always said, like, on, like, the site, like, because I've looked at the site or whatever, and, like, it's, like, don't sign up if it's not something that you're truly dedicated to, which it's not something that I'm truly dedicated to, so I don't know if I could, like, be in there and then deal with, like, not being able to, like, go in and get in, because A, I'd be disappointing my dad a lot, and then also B, like, going out there would be fucking tough, and, like, I, like, would kind of be putting, like, my dreams and shit on the line for this, and if I did all of that and didn't end up getting in anyway, so, like, it would just be real fucking downer, and I know I would, like, be a highly, like, really affected by that. So I'm, like, not sure if I want to, like, take that step after college. But at the same time, there are certain things that are very appealing about joining the military. So it's very frustrating because I don't know. And then also, like, there's the fact that my mom is, like, terrified to have me join the military. She's, like, all afraid that I'm gonna get hurt or something. Which, I mean, it's a likely possibility, but, like, at the same, like, it's not that, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like she's just a needless worrier. So, yeah. I just don't know. But I know for sure, even if I go into the military or if I don't go into the military, and plus if I do get in the military, like if it ends up being something that I hate, I'm gonna be like living 4 years of torture. Like, at least, because when you join the military, like you at least have to stay for 4 years, so that's great. Anyways, but like I know for sure that once I'm out of college, even if I join the military or if I don't, I know for sure that I want to be an editor, and I know for sure that I want to like live with those animals that I've talked about. But like, and possibly my best friends as roommates, and possibly just by myself. But you know, either one is fine to me. Like personally, I would prefer to like have roommates, my best friends as roommates. But like, if not, then I can live with myself too. But like. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this was kind of like cute in the beginning, and now I'm kind of like a little bit down. Great. Yeah, I need to take a shower and eat, but I think I'm gonna eat first and then brush my teeth and take a shower and then, you know, the dealio. It's like literally almost noon and I'm just not getting out of bed. Great. Yep. That's it. Bye. For the second time today. Actually, it's the third time because I had a part 2. Blah blah.